History is made by the winner. The long reign of New Order regime has colonized its own nation in various aspects and levels, including and especially history. After the fall of the regime in 1998, and along with the democratization of information, media, and technology, we are now looking back and trying to re examine what happened during the long silence period. Unhistoried was initiated by two people born in the era of regime transition: Arifur Khan, born 1989, and Reza, born 1994. It positions us in what Hirsch mentioned as the generation of post-memory. We never truly experienced the systemic and institutional indoctrination and oppression, but we second-handedly inherit the story, also its trauma and terror, from our parents and society. In our time, those are obscured and debatable historical narratives. We creep into the peripheral space of historical discourse by revisiting family archive, a silenced, marginalized, and other narratives. We realize that the smallest splash of the universal wave affects the most peripheral one. However, the heavy stream of a major history might be filtered when it comes to the peripheral space. Were it broadcasted by brainwashing media in the regime or terrorizing myth in society, might be filtered by intimate family talks during dinner, small conversation, and even bedtime stories. At some point, family photographs are potentially a more innocent record, which function as a locus of negotiation between the central narratives and the peripheral intimacy. We are gathering family archives from two kinds of sources. First is the orphan images, photographs that we adopt from flea markets, garbage, and thrift shops. Second is the donated images from participants with known sources. We have more than 7,000 of printed photographs, thousands of negatives, slides, and other documents. Our collection comes from family in Java, like Yogyakarta, Surabaya, and Malang. Yet, this family records not only their domestic home, but also other places in Indonesia and countries around the world. From those collections, we could define the tendencies of family documentation. They keep personal photographs of rituals like birth, adolescence, marriage, and death, also hundreds of portraits. Others are records showing the collision of the personal space with bigger community, like work documentations, ceremonies, sports, and travel. The physical family albums show diverse handwork and craftsmanship, a family curated documentation. This becomes not only a mere record, but also artistic works with its layered and coded messages. Here, photography functions not only as a record of time and events, but also the trace of interactions, the people's attitude towards photography. Our maturity of collection spans from the early to the last decade of the New Order regime, 1970s to 1990s. Regarding to what the medium can do, we consider that our collection records the spirit of the regime, documentation of domestic to universal events, time, and society. In collaboration with artists, researchers, also with public participation, we are working on programs that will not benefit only intellectuals and artists, but also society in general. We are trying to open up access to private and collective narratives to enrich our knowledge of time before us. Through research, art, and workshops, we hope to position general people not only as a mere object of history, but as an active participants writing their own story. This is an effort of decentering narratives by activating silence and other archive. We believe that history is performative. Its richness lies on the inclusive participation of the smallest and ordinary narratives. For us, archiving is an effort of preserving and tidying up memories.